Next up on Nick at Night, Weeknight Out There with Ellie Muller, and then a couple of random shows that Nick at Night happens to get for no apparent reason whatsoever. Or for some reason, I don't know what. But just stay glued to Nick at Night, will you please? Thank you. I've always wanted to late night talk that's crazy and a lot of fun. Mr. Ellie Gunny Mueller! Ha! Welcome week update. I'm Ellie Gunny Mueller. What's up, my grasshoppers? Yes! By the way, that theme song you just heard? Well, that actually came from Baby Lamb Creations, an old friend of mine, and former Not Ready for Late Night player. Actually, I think that he never really stopped being a Not Ready for Late Night player. Just decided to take a step back and do other things. But he's always ready to help, no matter what happens. Anytime I need his help, he's there. So thanks, man. Please check him out. Also, check out Specs by Ken, the guy with the fan edits, Death of a Nine, vigilante videos and gameplays. So it's lots of commentaries, the Rockets with this movie night program, Marvin the Maniac, Dr. Blood Studios, and Cassie Dragon with, well, pretty interesting videos. So pretty much slideshows and things like that. Also, real quickly, the world lost Larry King this past weekend. He was in his late 80s. Fabulous interviewer. Fabulous television personality. And ironically enough, he was also a stand-up comedian. May he rest in peace. That was a moment of silence right there. But right now, let's have some happiness and figure out what's up. Tonight, we say, what's up with Jennette McCurdy, a woman who wants to live a good life. Well, she was an actress for years, so it's late. So it's too late for her. She was not on the list of iCarly cast members who will be on the reboot. And everyone is confused about it. Guys, come on. She needs to chill. She made the right decision. Go back to doing nostalgia, and that's all you're going to be remembered for. Just for the nostalgia. Alright? And hey, listen to this. She still hates Ariana Grande. She didn't like her in the past because of how popular she was before Sammy Cash wrote her albums and things like that. Now, I gotta ask you this. Really? Come on now. Josie can make everyone green. And Jennette's green now too. Do you see it? Okay, that didn't make a lot of sense, but hey, no, this isn't the big time. It's just YouTube / Nick at Night. What more can you get? Alright? What more do you want? Let's do the top 8 list and see where we are with this. Here we go. Alright, boys, what is the category for tonight's top 8 list? Tonight's category, top 8 words that Jennette McCurdy can use to describe her life. Number 8, odd. Number 7, awkward. Number 6, goofy. Number 5, ridiculous. Number 4, turkey. Number 3, dorky. Number 2, stinky. And number 1, loopy. Wait, loopy? Yeah, wasn't iCarly a loopy show? Good point, good point. Boys, thank you. We'll be right back in a moment. You're still watching Weeknight Update. Now, here it is, your Friday night.
Do you think I make too many vines? Oh well, here's another.
Nick at Night has the knack to be all it's cracked up to be. In fact, Nick at Night is packed with exactly my kind of classic TV.
We got a real problem here at Empire. We need to knock out some walls so we can expand our warehouse. But in order to do that, we got to clear out all this carpeting. So we're having our first warehouse expansion sale. And that means you can save very big right now at Empire, up to 50%. Plus you get your carpet next day with no payment till next May. Just give me one day. 588-2300 Empire. Up to 50% off. They're going fast.
Edward Scott and the boys, welcome back to the show. Ed, how you doing tonight? I'm doing all right. How about yourself? I'm doing all right. You know, I got a new theme song for the show. You know, it's a lot better than the old one. And I'll tell you this right now. You know, for the first time in quite some time, this program is drama free. All right, that's what I'd like to hear. Yes, no more drama. Exactly. And you know what that means? What does that mean? It's time for some talking time. Let's go. I'm home now.
Let's talk about it.
1808 BBC before the comment all the chickens and lickers came together. They made this special song to bring us the ever so popular talking time deal. You know, 808 and 804 in the AM, PM, morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, all times of the day. You know what it is. Talking time, English, Mandarin, French. Talking time, the only difference is all right, let's go. As you know, we've been talking about Jennette McCurdy all throughout this program, and here's what's interesting, alright? With the iCarly reboot back in the mix, you know what? Everybody seems to be on board. Nathan Kress, Miranda Cosgrove, and Jerry Trainer. You know, we'll deal with them later this week. You know, and you know, of course, you know, besides Noah Monk, who we talked about on the show several nights ago. You know, one other cast member from the original show has been left out in the cold. That's right, Jennette McCurdy. Now, everybody was talking about, you know, why isn't Jennette joining the show? You know, we know that it's going to be on Paramount Plus and things like that. You know, but, you know, what is really going on with Jennette McCurdy? You know, and producer Jake Ogan, who is developing the revival, you know, said, you know, it's her call. You know, he said that on Twitter. He added, there'll be no updates. We are just making our show, and if she chooses to come and play, there will always be room for her. And then In terms of replacing her, he said, to us there is no replacing Jennette. We want to leave the possibility open that she might come back even for an episode or two. Translation, no Jennette means that the iCarly reboot probably won't last. Although, let's be honest, the only reason why the iCarly reboot is happening is because the main star of the show, Miranda Cosgrove, wants more money. And trust me, we'll get into that when we talk about Miranda Cosgrove on the show later this week. But apparently Jake Hogan has reached out to Jennette McCurdy, but he hasn't really heard from her, meaning that she has moved on. Which makes the question, hey, why do we keep having reboots? Seriously, all they're going to do, for the most part, is just, destroy the original show. Seriously, all that has been rebooted twice. Twice, all that has been rebooted. Once in 2001, and then again, like 2-3 years ago. What gives? What gives? And another thing, Dan Schneider, the original creator of iCarly, Dan Schneider, because of his, horrible actions, he's not going to be involved in the iCarly reboot. And yet he was responsible for getting iCarly on the air and things like that. So what gives? And here's another thing, okay? Jennette McCurdy would never do a Sam and Cat reunion again either. Alright, or Sam and Cat reboot either. Okay? And I'll tell you why. Alright? Because according to this article, this is true. You know what? Ariana Grande, they basically hated Jennette's image. Alright? And keep in mind, Victorious was ending after 2 years or 3 years on the air. Well, 3-4 years. Whatever. Right? Not just as Sam and Cat was beginning. Alright? And Ariana, to her credit, began recording music. With her first top 10 hit, The Way, being released on the same day that Sam and Cat premiered. June something 2013. So, and here's another thing, okay? Grande's team was getting a whole lot of rumors about how Jennette McCurdy wasn't getting the Nickelodeon look or things like that. But here's the thing, right? Both of them had been on Nickelodeon for a long time. Alright? At this point, they have already grown up. And yet there's another feud about, Ariana Grande making way more money than Jennette McCurdy and things like that. But, to be quite honest with you, everything started to shift when Jennette, lied about what to do next and things like that. She had a name Sarah in the pulpit. And they also mentioned Ariana and things like that. I'm not going to get into that, but basically, it just ended up being nuts, and that's how everything changed for everybody. And that's the end of that. Now, that is it for tonight's program. Let me tell you real quickly what we're going to be up to for the rest of the week. Alright, tomorrow we're dealing with Nathan Kress. I told you we're going to deal with Nathan Kress this week, and we are. Tomorrow, as a matter of fact, then on Wednesday, Gary Trainer. Then on Thursday, Miranda Cosgrove. We're going to talk about why she loves money so much and things like that. And then on Friday, to wrap up the week, we're going to deal with Will Smith. Now, we got Ned 509 on board. We got Emmanuel Gaffney. Rebecca Kennedy, that's Swagger Vortex on 33VA Studios. LongK2 exclamation mark as always. But we'll also have Diamond.Cammy and here's something interesting, alright? So we may or may not have a full segment from Wacky Bro 10, who is on Twitter a lot. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, or at least not yet, but he's still pretty cool, and you should check him. Oh, yeah, you can find him on Twitter and things like that. But he'll be on the show sometime in the near future. So not Friday night, and we'll figure out some way to have him on the show at some point. But with that being said, that is the news. I'm out, skis. Farewell, bye, farewell.
Nick at Night has the knack to be all it's cracked up to be. In fact, Nick at Night is packed with exactly my kind of classic TV.